Hi everyone, I'm a physics PhD student with specialty in quantum mechanics and I will attempt Federer's warm-up drill. The rules are relatively simple. There is a line of balls on the kitchen line. We use one of these balls as a cue ball. The object ball is located in the center of the table and we simply try to make the object ball. We repeat that process for every ball that is in the ball line and for each shot the cue ball must stay between the yellow lines on the diagram. However, the fact that I know quantum mechanics doesn't make me a good long putter. In fact, it is a weakness in my game, and the only way to address our weaknesses is simply to practice them. The problematic part about it is that when we address our weaknesses, then it's also related to a very painful process of failing multiple times. Luckily, with each attempt we make progress, with each attempt we learn, we get stronger, and hopefully finally we will manage to get something going. In fact, this is also a part of real tournaments, of real matches. Before being able to win absolutely anything, even at the local level, even at the level of local league, we will get our ass beaten. Finally, on attempt number 9, I managed to get something going. I managed to get some more coherent contribution. It should be noted also that as you watch these top players like Gorst doing this drill, then it seems effortless, and I wouldn't put it past him that he made it actually on his first or second try. But the point is that such players practice 8 hours a day, possibly. It's essentially their job. Like for people like myself, playing pool is not my job. Playing pool is something that I do recreationally, and therefore the quality will be worse than for these professional players. That's why we admire them, but also we have to keep that in mind when we practice, that when we practice we will not be perfect. We will make a lot of mistakes, as you can see over here. A lot of these mistakes will be stupid, however, at some point we will learn, at some point our attempts will get better, we will get stronger, and once something clicks, once we start to get it, then the game becomes extremely pleasant. And here I finally get some reasonable attempt. It should be noted that the drills you see on YouTube, the drills you see on Instagram or any other social media is something completely different from an actual training. In many cases, the attempts that end up on YouTube or Instagram happen to be post-selected attempts that were the most successful ones. However, behind them there were many failures. And these failures are the essence of the training. These failures essentially make you stronger, and these failures, like this shot on this 4, don't end up on YouTube. Therefore, when you see a player completing some drill multiple times and when you struggle on it, then don't get discouraged. Just know that we all struggle with it, and if we want to develop, if we want to become better pool players, then we simply must go through our struggles. Luckily, after attempt 24, it took me only 10 attempts to get something reasonable going, and here was finally my moment of success. I also must note that Gorst within his video had several versions of this drill. He had 3 versions of it, and this is the easiest version. It's also unbelievable to compare that. For me it took, well, this will be successful attempt, it took me 35 attempts to complete the drill, and for player of Fedor Gor's quality, it's essentially his warm-up drill. It's just crazy, it's unbelievable. Here I remember that my hands started to shake. especially on this 4-ball, as it's slightly tricky shot. I needed to avoid the middle pocket with the cue ball to get a comfortable pot on next ball number 2. Once I avoid the middle pocket, I'm out. I hope you enjoyed this type of content. Take care.